Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. In this one, we are going to be analyzing the meta for the new Silph Arena Cup they just announced called the Nightmare Cup. And without further ado, let's hop right into this analysis. Hey, guys, and welcome to the analysis portion of the video. So we are looking at the Nightmare Cup. And as you can see here, well, first, let me go over the rules for this cup. Um, we have the banned Pokemon up here, top left, um, which consist of any of the mythical slash legendaries. Then we got the Medicham, and we have the Sableye here. And a lot of the mythicals and banned Pokemon are like things like Mew, Defense Deoxys, Attack Deoxys, and Cresselia, to name a few of them, or most of them. Um, Yeah, we'll go over why I have Zatsu up here with the blue star and why there's another star over here. It's corresponding to something about these sets of Pokemon. So, anyways, first in the meta we have the Poison and Dark type Pokemon, which consist of Skuntank, Alolan Raticate, which is also half Dark and normal. We have Drapion, which is a Dark Poison, and then we have Alolan Muck, which is a Dark Poison as well. These three, Alolan Muck, Drapion, and Skuntank, are only weak to ground type moves. So yeah, just take that into consideration. Um, and then Alolan Raticate is 2 times weak to fighting. So basically, we have this arrow pointing down um, towards Shiftry and Umbreon because based on PvP these four Pokemon have pretty solid matchups against Shiftry, and a lot of them um, either win or they draw or just barely lose to Umbreon. But yeah, a lot of these do beat Umbreon, and they certainly beat Shiftry because of those poison quick moves and charge moves. Shiftry is a dark and grass, which means it's weak to fighting, and it also has a weakness to poison because of that grass typing there. Um, so yeah, let's go back up here to the dark poisons. So um, we have an arrow pointing to Spiritomb because Spiritomb is the only a dark and ghost type Pokemon we have in this meta. Um, we would have had Sableye, but they banned it, so this is basically a Sableye alternative. But it doesn't have access to a dark charge move, but it does have dark quick moves, being Feint Attack, I believe, and Snarl. And then its ghost moves consist of Shadow Ball, Ominous Wind, and Shadow Sneak, I believe. Um, and these Pokemon are all going to best um, Spiritomb here because Spiritomb is not it's not weak to Dark, but these Pokemon have the fast charging charge moves, and they will in fact beat Spiritomb based on PvPoke um, rankings and simulations. And then we have Shiftry here and Umbreon also covering that Spiritomb. Um, they are not taking super effective damage from Spiritomb's Dark or Ghost type moves. Um, as well as these Pokemon up here, they are taking reduced damage from Ghost and Dark moves. And then we have Spiritomb pointing towards the Steel and Psychic meta here. So in the Psychic meta, we have Alolan Raichu, which is part Electric and Psychic. We have Gallade, which is Fighting Psychic. We have Hypno, which is just a pure Psychic. We have Bronzong, which is a Steel Psychic, and we have a Metang, which is also a Steel Psychic. Spiritomb, since it has Dark and Ghost moves, um, Dark and Ghost will both be super effective towards all of these Pokemon, doing heavy damage. Yeah, the Spiritomb is going to be covering these Pokemon right here. That's pretty much the only real um, real good part about Spiritomb is that it covers all the the Alolan Raichus, Gallades, Hypnos, Bronzong, any other Steel Psychic. Um, yeah, Alakazam if you want to bring that in, but that's definitely an off meta and really squishy pick. But yeah, let's move right into the fighting meta. So as you guys know, these Pokemon all have access to, um, like Alolan Raichu has Psychic, Gallade has um, Close Combat, Confusion. Confusion users are going to be super good against the fighting types, doing heavy, slow, super effective damage. Um, it also has access to Leaf Blade, which is going to absolutely dominate Poliwrath because of its dual typing with water. We have Hypno with Confusion, Shadow Ball, and Psyshock. Or you can even run Focus Blast if you don't have one of the two Legacy moves. But yeah, Confusion is really all you're going to need against these fighting types. Bronzong coming in here once again. I actually faced them in some practice battles I'll be uploading on Saturday or Sunday. I'll be bringing you guys this on Friday for me in the US. But yeah, Bronzong is going to be Steel and Psychic. Um, and the whole reason it's going to best the fighting types here is because it has Confusion as well. And it has Heavy Slam, Flash Cannon, and its last charge move is, I believe, Psychic. So yeah, it's going to absolutely wreck these, but these will have a somewhat fighting chance against Bronzong. And then we have this Metang here, which is basically a downgrade from Bronzong. Um, it has Zen Headbutt, and no, you're gonna want Zen Headbutt for the quick move. There's no doubt about that. And then it has Psyshock, and that's definitely the move you're gonna be running. You're gonna want to run here against these fighting types. So let's go over the fighting type meta now, guys. We have Toxicroak, which is poison and fighting, 4 times weak to Psychic. So if you are able to lock in a Toxicroak with any of these five core Psychics here, you're going to absolutely wreck that. Um, it's essentially going to be like a Skarmory v Tropius matchup in the sense that you're going to wall it and kill it really quickly. It's pretty much an energy gainer for you, so take advantage of Toxicroak here. Um, I don't really recommend using it too much, unless you see they're running a lot of these um, dark and poison type mons from Twilight. But yeah, next we have Poliwhirl, which is interesting because you're gonna have a Bubble, or if you're special and lucky, you'll have the moveset Mudshot, which is a legacy, and you have access to Power Up Punch and Ice Punch with this guy, with Poliwrath. So yeah, but you're going to get absolutely wrecked by um, Shift Tree here with its Razor Leaf. That Razor Leaf doing tons of damage, and by this Gallade especially with Leaf Blade. Then we have Hitmonchan. You guys know the deal. He has Power Up Punch, Counter, and you can choose between a variety of different punches: Fire Punch, Ice Punch, um, Thunder Punch. I have Ice Punch on mine to help deal with things like Xatu, which we'll get to here in a moment. Next, we have Lucario making another return from Kingdom Cup. Um, that Steel typing is going to help him tremendously against um, the Shifter here, which is why it's able to win with counter, power up punch, and either Shadow Ball or Flash Cannon. Then we have Machamp. You guys know him. Now having access to Rock Slide, being somewhat able to best some flying types here in the meta. Um, I don't quite, I'm not quite sure if it can best Xatu still, but we'll see. And then we have Heracross here, interesting, with counter and some other fighting slash I think Mega Horn moves. So yeah, let's uh, right before we move back here into what counters the Poison Darks. Let's first explain why we have the star here and the star here. So this is because Xatu is a special pick here in this tournament. It has at least two roles, and one is to counter Shiftry, okay? Because of its flying type and its flying quick and flying fast move being aerial ace, or a charge move being aerial ace, sorry. It's going to have a more positive matchup against Shiftry, even though Shiftry has access to feint attack and foul play. It's going to lose to Umbreon for obvious reasons. Umbreon's pure dark, so it's going to be doing very little damage to that. But yeah, Xatu as well will definitely be able to cover the entirety of the fighting type meta here. Like all of it. You'll be able to cover all of it here, no matter what. The flying type in this is going to be 4 times super effective against Heracross since it is a bug and fighting, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. It might be steel fighting. No, it's bug fighting. I'm pretty positive on that. Yeah, it's bug fighting. So yeah, that'll be taking 4 times super effective damage from flying. Machamp also taking super effective damage from flying and psychic, which Xatu is. Lucario, same thing. Poliwrath, same thing. Hitmonchan, same thing. And Toxicroak, same thing. The only Pokemon that'll be able to really put up a somewhat decent fight is um, probably Machamp with Rock Slide, Poliwrath with Ice Punch, and Hitmonchan with Ice Punch. So yeah, let's get into this last arrow here. Or actually, no, we have two more. But yeah, so this is the fighting type meta. Now we're going to move back into the poison dark. So, and what counters them. So all the fighting types here will be countering these Pokemon. Because although they are part poison, fighting is only going to be doing 1 times damage to them. But since fighting resists dark and poison moves, um, you'll be able to do very strong, very good damage against them regardless. Um, Alone Eradicate, you're going to have a super good advantage against because it's going to be 4 times weak to those fighting moves like counter. So prepare your Machamps, your Lucarios, all your fighting types against that one. And yeah, based on PvPoke sims, every single one of these fighting types have very positive matchups against Alolan Muk, against Drapion, Skuntank, and Alolan Eradicate. Um, and it also has extremely good matchups against Shiftry here, being its part Dark and Umbreon. The fighting types are going to be very crucial. They're going to be able to cover Shiftry and Umbreon, and pretty much all the Twilight picks you guys have seen before, being these top 4 Pokemon from the Dark Poison of the meta. So finally, to move into this last big era we have here, we have it going from the Dark Poison types all the way back to the fighting slash electric slash steel slash psychic meta, as I'm just gonna call it because Alolan Raichu and Gallade are the exceptions in Bronzong with the two typings they have. Um, but as I went over in last video, these moves like Foul Play, Dark Pulse, on Alolan Muk, any of the dark moves will be super effective to all of these Pokemon. So we can concur that this this dark poison meta of Pokemon are going to absolutely wreck the this set of psychic type Pokemon here. Um, Based on PvPoke sims, they're going to dominate this part of the meta, and they're going to do extremely well against Spiritomb as well. And anyways, guys, that is the end of my analysis for the Nightmare Cup meta. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If I made any mistakes, please tell me in the comments below. and I will revise this and possibly make a second um, analysis video on this meta. But yeah, I think I've got everything covered. We've got the three huge metas being Psychic, Dark, and Fighting. We have the oddballs, um, Shift Tree, Zatsu, Spiritomb. We have the bans, and we have the primary meta here, and the specialized Shift Tree beating out um, a lot of Pokemon here. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a ton of fun with this graphic and making it. I think I did a pretty good job. Uh, but yeah, anyways, hope you all enjoyed. I'll be bringing out some preliminary test battles within the next few days here. And yeah, take it easy, guys. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.